Up 1-0, Blue Delver Mirror. Again, Dan.
No. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I thought we were
Blue White Delver Mirror.
Yeah. I was like, no, he's on Maverick and he's on Rug.
Nope, we are back to standard. And how close are these decks? We have 4 stalkers, 3 stalkers.
Yeah, and the 2 stalkers, 3 stalkers.
The difference here is Dan Jordan has a gut shot over a stalker, and that's it.
Well, Drew has 3 gut shots, so Dan must have.
Oh,
Dan,
I see.
Dan has 2 Thought Scours,
2 Thought
and Drew
Scours.
has 1 Thought Scour, and Dan has 2 Dismembers, which Drew just does not have at all.
Gotcha. And also, Dan has 3 haunts to Drew's 2.
I like 2.
Yeah. So, pretty similar decks. Dan on the play. Yep, we got Gut Shot, Delver, Revoke, 2 Seachrome Coasts, 2 Islands. Levin with the Italian island from the Eurolands.
Very nice.
Point that one out. He leaves off the Delver.
I mean, this hand's not really developing well for Drew. Drawing a land there on the first turn means that he's in a really bad spot.
Yeah. And Glacial Fortress is a really good card. It is the most frustrating card in Delver because there's so many times you draw it as your only colored land source, and you have all these Ponders, you have all these Delvers, and it should be good. But again, just especially if you're on the draw, playing a turn 1 Delver is just so much better than a turn 2 Delver. And Drew's flips. So
and Ponder's really nice as far as getting this hand back to where it needs to be.
Right. He's obviously going to Ponder here. He can flip. He's got cards. He's got Gut Shot to hit. He's got so many things that will just let him just get rid of Dan's Delver and fly over.
And the Gut Shot's really nice here too. He just gets to take this massive tempo advantage.
Mm-hmm. And is that one of them? It does look like it.
I think so. But he's going to shuffle.
But he's shuffling. The rest of it just wasn't good enough.
There was 1 land in it.
Yeah,
which already makes it pretty bad.
Fair enough.
It's true though. He kind of needs 3 spells off of Ponder to.
Yeah. It's as scary as it is. And he draws. Oh, he has a Gut Shot. There goes Dan Jordan's Delver.
18 all at this point.
Yep.
And Drew's going to change that to 15.
Yep.
Yeah.
Soon to 15. 1 blue for another Ponder. Looks like there's 2 lands there. Could be wrong.
I can't imagine he keeps that then.
Nope, he's shuffling. Yep.
Yeah.
He's about hit his land quota for this match, which is not great position to be in.
No, when you're on turn 2 and you've got 5.
A lot of people they think the 5 land 2 spell hand. They're like, oh, I'm not going to draw too many lands. Well, sure, but when you're in a match like this, it doesn't matter if your 2 spells are awesome. Every land you draw for the rest of the game is just
if
dead.
If you have Delver Mana League 5 lands and you're keeping, you're making a pretty big mistake.
Yeah. Yet another probe reveals a pike.
And the pike is really good.
The pike is really good, though. Dan does have a Vapor Snag.
But one of the best parts about the pike is that it's kind of a mana sink.
Right.
Which is exactly what Drew needs.
Right. And Drew doesn't have as many instances as Dan does, but Pike's already providing a pretty big bonus. +3/+0.
And first strike.
Comes up a lot with Geist.
Yeah. Also does very well in the Delver Flying War.
It does. That was a card nobody, I think, saw that one when the set came out and thought, you know what card's going to be awesome? Runechanter's Pike.
I certainly did not.
I'm getting foil Japanese copies pre-ordered. Got 100 of them. Drew draws a sword, but still just the 1 Delver. He can cast that, he can cast the Pike, set himself up pretty well for next turn, assuming that it flips.
Yeah. Now, if
doesn't.
Drew draws a guy, he's fine. If Dan doesn't draw that much action here, it's also fine. Dan's on very little action.
He's got a Moreland Haunt. So
it's pretty decent.
We're gonna do a creature check. Drew is
1.
I think there was 2. I think there was also a Stalker in that got flipped over by the Thought Scour. Drew, it looks like another land.
And not where he wants to be with that.
Nope. He's going to equip this up. Comes in.
For 4.
Yep. Dan Jordan down to 11. End of turn, he's making a token. 1/1 Flying Spirit. And now Drew, Dan's in the position where, he's just drawn nothing but land this game. He had all the spells to begin with and just hasn't drawn anything since.
Yeah, it's kind of a strange turn of events. Drew kept this almost floody hand and was able to draw out of it. Just worked spells for 4 or 5 turns in a row, and Dan was just on the opposite end. Kept 3 lands, 4 spells, and then drew like 4 lands in a row.
Yeah. It's not looking good for him. And looks like Drew has his own Moreland Haunt now. Doesn't actually produce tokens yet, but
his Moreland Haunt is not as good.
Drew Levin.
I think that may have been an Invisible Stalker.
+3/+0. That did look like an Invisible Stalker. That would be a pretty good card right now.
It's out of Mana Leak range now too, and then he gets to
Sword also out of Mana Leak range.
Now that it's out of Mana Leak range, I'd forgotten that he had drawn that 6 land a little earlier.
And this is a problem. Dismember for Dan Jordan.
And this is no longer a problem.
Never mind.
But if that's an Invisible Stalker in Drew's hand, then this is still a pretty big problem.
Yeah, that is still a very large problem. Might be the largest problem. Dan's in a position where he now he needs to deal with the sword. Now he needs to deal with, all of Drew's, Drew gets a token off the Moreland Haunt if he wants it. Gets to play a Stalker.
Oh, no,
Snapcaster.
that's what it was. Okay.
Which gets to Ponder. He's like the best Phyrexian Rager ever.
He really is the best Phyrexian Rager ever.
Oh, and they're all on top. Nobody likes that. The opponent's just like, yeah, I'll keep him.
Awesome.
Oh, great. Yeah, this is cool.
3 spells.
And there's a Stalker. And there's a sword in the Stalker. So, barring, I don't even know what barring it could be. Revoke would let him survive another turn.
But only a turn, and then he'd still be super behind.
Yeah. Does the math. 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah. And Drew Levin takes the match.
Yeah.
Drew Levin advancing to X and 3 now. Continuing.
Yep. Playing Delver in all the formats.